contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. That's going to set him back 5 yards. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw. Freeman. His throw incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Off the play fake. Freeman. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Julio Jones. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Gould able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Gould now out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
From the gun, Weber. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Fullback
try and push the pile. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Johnny Townsend to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
On 1st and 10, Freeman. Flush to his right. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Off play action. Freeman. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
First carry for Leonard Fournette. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Freeman throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing on 1st down. Freeman. Flushed out right. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Now Leonard Fournette. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw on 2nd down. Freeman. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Looking to throw. Freeman. And that's incomplete.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
Throwing on third and long. Freeman. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Julio Jones with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. Now Gold for the extra point. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. But they face a second and long to start things out. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off the play fake. Weber. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for the Raiders. 47 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give a little bit of help.
Going right side here, and that's complete. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. David Johnson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are back within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On first down, Freeman dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Freeman throwing the out route and complete. It's Jones. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio! Ohio!
They'll run it now out of the gun. A beautiful spin and room to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go! 190! 190!
Back to the air on 2nd down. Freeman looking downfield for Jones. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Julio Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 3rd down, Weber. He's got the completion to Strong. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes. Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for. Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw on 3rd down, Weber. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Miles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. To throw from his end zone. Freeman throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll be a 2nd down. A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Looking to throw on second down. Freeman. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down. This quarterback now at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Freeman. And he's got his man on the out route. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
On 1st and 10, Freeman looking deep for Julio. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, Freeman. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. He's going to get it running right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here with a visiting an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A gain of 3, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw on 2nd down, Freeman escaping the pressure right. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Freeman. Shark's got it. Left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. There was no possibility of that on that play. End result, receiver won in a big way.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23. Yard line. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He'll get it up the middle, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season, and the Jaguars had 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gold now out to kick it away. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
throwing the penalty. It's Johnson. A strong running. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Off play action. Weber. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, a 22.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hey, 4 down. Gun.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. And that'll set him back 5. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hurry up, here we go.
Looking to throw. Weber. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw on 2nd down. Weber dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Keeps himself upright. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Throwing on 1st down. Freeman. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Freeman. He's got his man on the crossing route. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time. Back now in the East Bay. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Freeman. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Gold to add the extra point. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gold now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Weber. He's airing it out for Williams. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Off the play fake. Weber. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is brought in at the 21. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction, because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go!
They'll toss it to Fournette. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bruce Irvin in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw. Freeman. And that is incomplete. Kayvon Webster on the defensive side, able to get a hand in.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. Weber. He's airing it out for Williams. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw again. Weber. Underneath for Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Looking to throw. Weber, flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 48. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Gold for the extra point. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And checking that NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter down in Arizona. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
Flex Brown.
On 1st and 10, Freeman. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now Fournette. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. To throw on 3rd down, Freeman. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Here we go. Gun, 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 gun.
Off the play fake. Weaver. can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him. His second sack now of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
4 down, check, 4 down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Weber. Wide open receiver complete. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Flex round.
Throwing on 1st down, Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Come on, let's go. White 90. Flex round.
Operating from the gun, Freeman. He's got it over the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Ohio.